Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I hope that you're doing well and you've had a lovely week. Today I'm gonna do something totally different and I'm inspired by pretty much every YouTube channel that I ever watch. I am really into watching vlogs and day in the life and day off vlogs. And I always think that people wouldn't like me to do that because I'm like, well, my life is not that exciting. But then I'm like, well, I always watch these, so maybe people would be interested. So here I am. Today I'm going to do a day in the life vlog of me. So today's plan is I have to film a YouTube video, which is funny because I'm filming a YouTube video now, but I'm gonna film a new one. I'm gonna start a new series called, well, I don't know what I'm gonna call it, like it's gonna have an official name, but it's essentially gonna be like a quick start to Canada guide. So like all of the things that I wish that I'd known when I moved to Canada and things that I think might help people. So I'm gonna start with getting the IEC visa, because the IEC visas, the pools have just opened, well, they opened in January. So they just opened, so I was like, this is a perfect opportunity to do that. So I'm gonna start with that and then do things like getting a place to live and a job and a car and, you know, banks and phones and stuff like that. So yeah, I think it'll be good. I think it'll be more like the informative video. So if you're interested, check out the rest of my channel. I'm not sure if I will have posted the first one before I post this video. But yeah, so I have to film that, I have to set it up. I have to do like my ring light and stuff. Now I have a ring light, it's so nice. I mean, it's still, obviously it's light, you can see it's light, but I don't know, the ring light is really, really nice. I've wanted one for so long and they're quite, like the good ones are really expensive and I'm not into like buying things that are really cheap that are only gonna last a little while, or I'm gonna get really upset with when it comes to filming and camera stuff. I'd rather just wait and buy something good. So it took a while. I got an Elgato one. In fact, I'll show you the box. So I got this one. It's an Elgato ring light. It's huge. It is, I don't think it tells me how big it is, but it's quite big. It's massive, as you can tell from the box. And I've really loved it so far. So I've only used it to film, well, I'll use it to film today, and I've used it to film my other video for Easy Bake Oven, which reminds me I need to figure out what to do with that Easy Bake Oven. I don't need it anymore, so I need to find a new home for it. Anyway, love the ring light, so I have to set that up, but it's like it's a big pain to set. Well, it's not a pain, it's just an extra thing to set up. So yeah, so I have to do that today. I'm gonna go to the post office. I have a package to pick up, a very exciting package from one of my most favorite artists. So I'm going to pick up that. And I also have to do some studying for my Canadian citizenship. I applied for it like way back in the summer, but obviously everything's delayed with COVID and stuff. So I feel like they're gonna spring the test on me like really quickly, and I haven't looked at it at all since the summer. So I really need to just get on that because otherwise I'm gonna get really stressed out about it. And also, I need to do some balcony gardening. I want to get a hummingbird feeder, because we always see the hummingbirds and people have hummingbird feeders, so I really, really want one. We can't put it anywhere on our balcony, like we can't drill anywhere because obviously we're renting, so, and there's nothing that we can really hang it on, so I need to figure out what I'm gonna do and how I'm gonna like hang a hummingbird feeder. I need to do some DIY. And I'm not the most DIY person when it comes to that. I have creative ideas, but actually doing it physically is gonna be more difficult. So yeah, that's the plan today. Who knows what else is gonna happen, but that's the plan. I hope you enjoy it. Okay, I filmed my YouTube video and we went out, oops, let me just try and open this, and tried to get something to put up for that is some bright sunshine, to put up for a hummingbird feeder, and we've actually come up with something. The guy at the hardware store, at Home Hardware, I like explained my vision and he had a drill on hand and did it for me, and I think it works pretty well, so I'm gonna show you what it is. Okay, so I've just like hung, this is our grapevine, and I've just created this like, well, I haven't created the stick, but it's just this long stick that's supported at the bottom by the soil and some other sticks, and this one here, and then it has a metal hook in it, and then the hummingbird feeder. I think that worked out really well. Ignore the rest. We got some potting soil and I have some seeds and stuff, so that is the current situation. So I have some seeds, but I'm really not sure which ones to plant. So we have this like seed box in our neighborhood. It's called like the free seed box, and people will put in free seeds. They put them in envelopes and show you like write on them what they are and when to plant them or when they bloom or what, I don't know, how to care for them and stuff. So I have 4 packs of them. I've picked these up like over the last little while, and I really don't know which ones to plant. I also have this one that I got from a winery in Ontario, and then a bunch of like herb seeds. So yeah, I don't know what to plant, and I've never planted these from seeds before, so I don't even know if I'm supposed to plant them now. I think I'm supposed to plant them now inside. But I'm trying to get better with gardening and I'm really not that good. These are the options. We have Rudbeckia, Toto Rustic. I think these are just flowery ones. They're late, oh there you go, so March 15th to April 1st, indoors. So I feel like in British Columbia it might be a bit earlier because our seasons are slightly earlier, and these are from Ontario, so I don't know. I feel like it might be okay to sow those inside. Then we have these are from this free seed box. Lettuce freckles, romaine. I imagine you can probably eat these, but I don't know if I actually will. So it has like all the information. I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce that. These are just herbs. For like bees, hollyhock. This one I'm excited for. So here, seed saved from James Bay Garden 2020, which is cute. Some of them say bloom, like this one says sow in spring. So I think this one will be good, the lettuce one. But these ones I'm not sure. The final one is this one, medicinal plants. But again, it doesn't tell me when to plant them, it just says when they're going to bloom, so I'm not sure. I've only ever planted peas from seeds and they went well, but yeah, we'll have to see how these go. Okay, I'm just gonna have a quick snack before I go to the post office, but I don't like to vlog when I'm eating because it makes me feel awkward. But I had a few people saying that I'm like super healthy and I only eat healthy food from like previous videos. I just want to say I am not only healthy. I do put like, I only eat good quality things, or I try to, but I'm not like super only eat healthy foods. I just like to prove this is my snack of choice. Oh, well, there's 2 things here. So if you've never heard of this company before, it's called To Live For, and it is a Vancouver-based vegan bakery company. And they do like the most amazing baked goods. And obviously they're vegan, and what Mike and I do is we get a collection of them, put them in the freezer, and then we like split them up. So like half of this is a cookie and half of it is a not a brownie, banana bread. And then you can just have whichever ones you want. So we get them and we'll share them, and we share them like this. So yeah, I'm not only healthy. I mean, they are vegan and they're like good quality. They're not, you know, it doesn't have a bunch of stuff added to them, but I'm not only healthy, just there is proof.
Appalachian sunrise meets my skin. Even with my eyes still closed, I can feel it coming in. Golden, golden, I'll follow only golden, 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 golden things.
So we had to get a new feeder because the one that we got, well, it wasn't broken, but it kept leaking. Oh my gosh, did this just leak? Oh, I just made a leak. So we've been testing this one out. This one doesn't seem to be leaking, which is good. Obviously, I've just made it leak. So I'm going to attempt this with the red dye. I realized I said dye. I did not mean dye. I meant instant nectar concentrate. And now I know that you can make your own with like honey and water. I think it's honey and water or just sugar and water. But we've got this just because it is coloured, so you can kind of see in there. And we're trying to get them to be attracted, the hummingbirds to be attracted to our balcony. So we're going to use this for now, and then the rest of the time we will make it. And here it is up. I've put like an old pot down there in case it drips. Because I don't fully trust it yet, but I think this one's going to be better than the other one. Okay, so I just got changed because I went to pick up a couple of dresses that I had altered at the tailor's. I'm gonna just show you. So if you're not familiar with Son de Flor, they do the most beautiful dresses. I have a few of them. So I have this like green, I think it's like a moss green. They call it moss green colour. No, maybe not moss green. Rosemary green, I think, maybe. Anyway, it's super pretty. So that's like a long one that I have. They're all linen too. This is like a shorter one. I also had to get this altered, but so the first two that I ordered small. When I'm ordering online and I know I can't take it back, I always try and size up just in case, because it's a lot easier to bring a dress in. So that one and the one that I'm wearing are both in small, and they are just way too big for me. They're okay. I get them altered so the waist is brought up because I have a really short torso, so they just kind of look like they're loose fitting, I guess. But the rosemary green one I got in extra small, and even though it's still loose, it fits so much nicer, especially now it's been altered. So yeah, pro tip, when you find things that don't perfectly fit you, go get them altered, because I literally go to the tailors all the time if like I have a dress that is, you know, too long or whatever, and I just want to bring up, like, I don't know, the length or the waist in, or bring it up, or yeah, makes such a difference. So I'm very excited. But I want to also also show you what I got in my package that I went to pick up. So it was from Nest Fed, which is funny because I'm actually wearing one of her things right now. She is one of the most amazing artists I have come across, and her stuff is just so beautiful. So I purchased a beret from her. I'm so excited. So I'm going to show you. So here is the beret. It is a tan, I guess, a tan camel brown, camel brown beret. And it has just the most beautiful detailing on it. I just fell in love with it, and it has this like beautiful piece of vintage lace on it. So I am just in love. I have wanted one of her berets. They're called beret bouquets, which I think is just so sweet, but I've wanted one for so long, and I was lucky enough to snag one in her last drop. They sell so quickly. Everything that she makes sells like ridiculously quickly. I'll definitely leave her Instagram handle if you want to check her out. She also does like the infamous mushroom sweater that you've probably seen all over the internet as well as a bunch of other things. So yeah, definitely check her out. This is just beyond stunning. There's her little logo. But yeah, oh, I'm so happy with it. It's so pretty. I've just been looking through my study guide, and I just want to see if Mike knows the answers to some of the study questions that are in here. Do you feel prepared for this?
No. It's like grade 7 history all over again.
There are only 3 questions in here that are study questions, which is kind of weird because you'd think they'd put in more. Okay. Number 1. What are the 3 responsibilities of citizenship? A. Being loyal to Canada, recycling newspapers, serving in the Navy, Army, or Air Force. B. Obeying the law, taking responsibility for oneself and one's family, serving on a jury. C. Learning both official languages, voting in elections, belonging to a union. Or D. Buying Canadian products, owning your own business, and using less water.
B.
You're correct! Yay! I think that was hard. Number 3. What is the meaning of the Remembrance Day poppy? A. To remember our sovereign, Queen Elizabeth II. B. To celebrate Confederation. C. To honour Prime Ministers who have died. Or D. To remember the sacrifice of Canadians who have served or died in wars up to the present day.
D.
You're correct. I'm not saying you're correct, but it has like the answers in this book. Okay. And finally, the third question, because it only gives you 3 questions, which is really weird.
Practice questions.
How are members of parliament chosen? A, they are appointed by the United Nations. I thought I was going to say United States. Can you imagine? Number B. Oh my gosh. B, they are chosen by the provincial premiers. C, they are elected by voters in their local constituency or riding. Or D, they are elected by landowners and police chiefs. C, you're correct. You got 3 out of 3.
This is good. Those are easy.
Yeah, I know. I feel like they should have given more difficult ones. I feel like they should have given way more difficult questions because they were super easy. And they only give you 3, which is really annoying. Although they do have other questions in here that are like, how much do you know about your government? Who's the head of state? The name of the representative of the Queen of Canada, the government general, and then it asks for a bunch of other people's names. And then about provincial government and who the premier is and provincial representative, and who the provincial party in power is. NDP for BC, right?
NDP for BC it is, yeah.
Haha! I knew that. Territorial government and then municipal government. So a lot of these questions I genuinely have no idea. The name of the municipality where I live, would that just be Greater Victoria?
In this case, probably just Victoria.
Oh, right. Victoria. I'm doing really well so far. The name of the head of the municipal government, mayor. Oh, I did know this. Who's the mayor? I can't remember her name though. I read her name the other day too. The name of the premier is John Hogan. I knew that. Basically, there's lots of like information about federal election. Well, it starts with a message to the readers. So the contents, it's like applying for citizenship, rights and responsibilities, who we are, Canada's history, modern Canada, how Canadians govern themselves, federal elections, the justice system, Canadian symbols, Canada's economy, Canada's regions. It has like the Atlantic provinces, central Canada, the prairie provinces, the west coast and northern territories. Study questions, 3 questions. More information, photo credits, authorities, memorable quotes. Memorable quotes! I want to see the memorable quotes. Sir Wilfrid Laurier and John Diefenbaker. I mean, I think they could have probably come up with some more, you know, diverse people to have quotes from, but anyway, I have to study it. So, wish me luck. Okay, so I found an actual practice test on the Richmond Public Library website, which I'm going to take, which probably is not a good idea because I haven't really studied at all. But I'm going to see how well I do. So you can choose like your province, the number of questions, and the language. So I'm just going to do 20 questions from BC, and I'll see how we go. Study more. I got 14 out of 20 questions right. But to be fair, a bunch of them were about Richmond MPs, Richmond like politics people and like the mayor of Richmond, which obviously I have no idea about. So I think I just guessed. But some interesting questions that I did get wrong. What industry do most Canadians work? I put natural resources, but apparently it's service. The other 2 options were tourism and manufacturing. 5 regions of Canada, I got it wrong. West, Central, East, Prairies and Territories. I put West, Central, East, Prairies and Territories, but apparently it's Atlantic, Central, Prairies, West Coast and North. I feel like I should have known that, but I thought the Northern North was called the Territories, so that's what threw me off. I got obviously the members of Parliament for Richmond, all of the Richmond ones wrong. There was named 2 fundamental freedoms protected by the Canadian Charter of Rights and Freedoms, and I wasn't sure on this one, but because it said both of these options were freedom, I was like, it must be these ones. Not because I actually knew the answer. So it was the freedom of conscience and religion and the freedom of association. 2 responsibilities of federal government, national defense and foreign policy. Got that one right. Oh, on this one, I'm surprised I got, well, I just used logic. On what date did Nunavut become a territory? And I knew that it was fairly recent, but there was a few dates. There's one in like 1867, 1949. I was like, I think they're too early. So there was 1995 and 1999 and some dates like April and June. And I was like, I think it's 1999. I got it right. April 1st, 1999. 1/3 of all Canadians live in which province? Ontario. Got that one right. What do you mark on a federal election ballot? An X. What does the word Inuit mean? Now, I wasn't 100% sure on this. Again, I kind of used logic. I think I've been told this before, but it does mean the people in the Inuktitut, I can't say that word, language. What is a voter information card? A form that tells you when and where to vote. I know that because it's the same in England. What is the capital city of British Columbia? Well, I know that one because I live here in Victoria. The mayor of Richmond, got that one wrong. Name of the prime minister and their party, Justin Trudeau, the Liberal Party. That was not a difficult one to get. The role of the courts in Canada, and I put to settle disputes, which was right. Thank goodness I know what that is. When asked, who must you tell how you voted in a federal election? The answer is nobody. I knew that one. Oh, which province is the only official bilingual province? I got wrong. I put Quebec. Did you know that, Mike?
The only official bilingual province?
Which province is the only officially bilingual province? I put Quebec, it's wrong.
Is it Ontario?
No, it's New Brunswick. What? Is it really? Oh my, learn something new every day. There you go, New Brunswick is the only official bilingual province, according to this, in Canada. I thought it was Quebec, but I am wrong. Which 3 natural resources are important to British Columbia's economy today? I knew this one, that is forests, fish and water. That was quite easy. And then who has the right to run as a candidate in the federal election? Any Canadian citizen who is at least 18 years old. Got that one right. So although I only got 14, like 4 of those were about Richmond's MPs and the mayor of Richmond and stuff, which I obviously got wrong because I just guessed. So I'm still feeling pretty confident about that. I hope I can find one that's like a less Richmond focused one. But yeah, considering I haven't studied yet, I'm pretty okay with that. Obviously I would have failed if that was the real one, because you have to have 75%, I think, or something to pass, but we're getting there. We're getting there. Okay, oh, that is really bright. It looks very sunny. However, it's a lie because it's just got really, really rainy. And so I don't think doing anything on the balcony today to do gardening is going to be a good idea. So instead, we're going to go to the arcade that we've never been to. It's called Quasars. It's downtown. So apparently it's like a bunch of like 80s nostalgic video games. So that is what we're going to go do now.
Talk to me, baby, I've been waiting for a lifetime. Just keep on fading in all these photos, caught in the memories and captured in the highlights. Just keep on wasting glass after glass. I keep hoping you'll come around, drowning our fights in whatever can be found. 'Cause I've given in to all my demons lately.
It's the next day. I haven't just got changed again. I didn't do a sign off yesterday, so I figured that I should probably do one. I have no idea how this video has gone. I hope that you've enjoyed it. It's kind of very new to me to do like a day in the life vlog, but I love watching them. They're like my favorite thing to watch on YouTube, especially people that are living abroad. It's like the one thing that I watch the most of, I would say. So if you did enjoy it, please don't forget to hit like and comment down below. Consider subscribing to my channel. I post videos every single week. Usually it's about life in Canada, living abroad and travel. So if you're into that, definitely check it out. Hit the bell notification so you get notified when I post a video next. I do vlogs, like I go out and do vlogs, more like travel-y ones, but not just like day in the life ones. I also do like informational videos and just like experience videos. So yeah, if you enjoyed it, let me know, that'd be awesome. And until my next one, I hope you have the most wonderful day and week, and I'll see you again very soon. Bye.
Golden, golden things, golden, I follow only golden, golden.